Good evening and welcome to tonight's production of High School Football brought to you by WJMH Sports. I'm John McGlumphy. Thanks for joining us tonight. We are live at Monarch Stadium here in Moundsville, West Virginia, and are excited to be back for the third straight game here in Moundsville. The Monarchs have faced some great teams so far this season, including last week's Bridgeport team, whose offense put up 72 points. This week, John Marshall meets up with the Washington Patriots to try and get win number 1 of the regular season. As the football team, cheerleading squad, and band return to Moundsville for week 4 of the regular season, so does our TV crew, which consists of several Marshall County school students from both John Marshall High School and Sherrard Middle School. Joining us on the sideline is WJMH Media's Ryan Himrod, who caught up with both head coaches before this game. First, let's check out his interview with JM head coach Mark Caesar.
Coach Caesar, what are some things your team needs to do to get a win tonight?
Obviously, we need to come out better than last week. We couldn't get a defensive stop. Offensively, we moved the ball a little bit, but we do a better job of executing on both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively. Need to get off to a good start. We can't play catch up. Need to get out in front, and then maybe we can hold on to a lead from there.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight. Reporting on the sideline for WJMH Sports, I'm Ryan Himrod.
Thanks, Ryan. The Patriots come into tonight's game with a record of 1-2 after a 43-13 loss on the road last week. How do they plan to bounce back tonight? Let's see what Washington head coach Terry Ray had to say when he met up with WJMH reporter Ryan Himrod earlier this evening.
Coach Ray, what are some things your team needs to capitalize on tonight to get a win?
Last 2 games, we've had a lot of penalties and a lot of turnovers. We need to capitalize on being smart with the football, being consistent on offense, try to make big plays on defense, and try not to get as many of them little yellow flags.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight. Reporting on the sideline, I'm Ryan Himrod with WJMH Sports.
So now we're awaiting kickoff. We will be showing the national anthem here soon. So we're about 7 minutes out from kickoff. Here's the band is performing at midfield. Earlier we had little Monarch cheerleaders out here on the sideline.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 2023 marching Monarchs. And please rise, ladies and gentlemen, as the band performs our national anthem.
Now here comes the national anthem. And now only 5 minutes away from kickoff, as I'm going to present some Washington High School stats. They have 1,000 total yards on the season, 474 passing yards, most coming from Went at quarterback. He has 470 yards, 36 for 70. That's a 51.43 pass completion rating, and 6 touchdowns on 8 interceptions. Rushing, Isaiah DeLauder has 437 yards, 68 carries, 4 touchdowns, and 1 fumble. Receiver is Jones, 263 yards on the season already off 18 catches, 3 touchdowns, no fumbles. And on defense, they have Fauble, who has 26 total tackles already with 2 forced fumbles. They have double the turnovers as any of their opponents this season so far. And a lot more sacks as well, 11-3 to be exact. 40 first downs on the season, only allowing 15. But they only have a 26% third down conversion rate. Only 1 first down by opposing teams allowed all year by Washington. So it looks like it's going to be a defensive game here. Looks like the Monarchs are about to head out as Washington has already made their way to the field. John Marshall starting Caden Knapp at quarterback, opposed to Jackson Helms. They both started off pretty well, but last week, Caden Knapp had a pretty strong first game. Well, second start for the Monarchs, first start at home. Obviously, there were some bumps in the road, a lot to be exact for the whole team. For Caden, there was a couple bumps, but I thought I saw a lot of good things from Caden. Now, as the Monarchs come out onto the field,
Now let's bring on the Monarchs.
looks like we have our captains coming across: Andreas Hunter, Demario White, I believe Maverick Lemasters, and Scotty Schenderline are your 4 captains. And for the Patriots, it looks like Brock Meadows, Garrett Fauble,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monarch Stadium. Tonight, the Monarchs
Grant
are
Clark,
first
and
of 3 Patriots
it is
in Washington.
Jonathan Brewster, captains for the Patriots.
For Washington, number 4, Garrett Fauble. Number 43, Grant Clark. Number 65, Jonathan Brewster. Number 87, Brock Meadows. And for the Monarchs, number 1, Demario White.
Number 6, Maverick Lemasters. Number 72, Scott Schinderline Jr. Number 76, Andreas Hunter. Congratulations for Andreas. He's going to
Looks like
Mountaineer
John
next year,
Marshall
ladies
won
and
the
gentlemen.
toss, and they want to receive. So it looks like John Marshall will come out first on offense as the horn's about to blow to signal for the game to start. And here comes out John Marshall's coverage unit. coaches and players ready to get their first win of the season. They've been playing very hard trying to get it done, but just nothing has added up for them yet.
Kicking off for the Patriots, lead number 8, Tavon Jones. That beats the Monarchs.
Demario White and Xavier Wells are back to return the kick.
Number 18, Xavier Wells.
That's Tavon Jones off to kick the ball. And the kick is off, and it looks like a little squib kick. It's going to be fielded around the 34-yard line. That was Caden Bungard who got on the return. So here comes the Monarchs offense. You got Caden Knapp at quarterback, Brady Deem at fullback, Maverick LeMasters at running back, Tannen McNeil at right tackle, Andreas Hunter at left tackle, Scotty Schenderline at left guard, Victor McElwee at right guard, Silas Summers at center, Hayden Geyser at wide receiver, Mason Hagedorn and Demario White also at receiver. Knapp's under center for the first snap. It's going to be a run to Maverick LeMaster straight up the gut, and he's only going to muster a yard or two on that carry. Defensively, we got Brock Meadows, defensive end, Isaiah Osafo Manisa at defensive end as well. This one's going to be a carry to Maverick. He's got Green all the way up to the 46-yard line before he's brought down in Patriot territory. Good second run there for Maverick LeMasters, and it's going to be good enough for the first down. Knapp under center once more. Maverick gets the handoff again, and this one's going to go backwards 2 yards. Got met in the backfield. It was Jonathan Brewster who made the tackle for loss. Hagedorn comes out, and Xavier Wells goes in. Knapp under center, 2nd and 10, 2nd and 11. Mario in motion, snaps off. It looks like a fullback run. Ball might have came out. They say it does. And Patriot ball. And not how the Monarchs wanted their first offensive series to go. It starts off with a flash and then a fumble right at midfield. Yeah, that's Patriots ball. I believe that was Brady Deem on the carry and fumble for the Monarchs. And now we see Washington Patriots offense come out. Went to Jones, outside screen pass. He's going to get about 4 yards, maybe 3 on that one.
Mason Martin is on the 6. In a 32-7 ball now, the 47 John Marshall.
It looked a little early, though, but the handoff goes to number 32. That is Isaiah Dewlauder. And he gets close to a first down, but not quite. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. It's 3rd and 1. You'd expect a run up the gut, maybe an outside screen. And it's going to go up the gut. And that's good enough for a first down. That was Isaiah Dewlater again. Back-to-back good carries. Gets them the first down.
Mario White on the assist. First down for Washington, ball at the JM 38.
Looks right. Fires. Dropped. It was a little low for his receiver, Terry Ray III. But he did have both hands on the ball, I believe. Now we got a 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. It's going to go up again. That one's going to get about 6 yards, maybe 7. Isaiah Dewlater gets his 3rd or 4th carry of the series. And now Dewlater's going to come out for a break. I believe Cameron Togans goes in. Coming out in a spread look. Looks left, fires, has a man. Jones complete, stays on his feet. Demario White tackles him at the 11-yard line. Javon Jones with a good catch and a good run after catch afterwards. Looks left and immediately fires, sees that he has his man. And I believe that's Carter Adkins who went for the initial tackle and just got shook off. Mario White cleaning things up. This one's going to go up the gut again. And that's going to be a touchdown. Isaiah Dewlater with his 5th carry on the drive finally puts points on the board. And they're going for 2. Play action, looks right and fires. That's good. That goes to Brock Meadows. The 2-point conversion goes. That's going to be 8-0 over the Monarchs. You see the run, plenty of broken tackles to get into the end zone there. Isaiah Dewlater doing a lot that first series for the Patriots. And the Monarchs offense has to be feeling a certain type of way after they just gave up an easy turnover like that. Something that shouldn't happen happened, and they're already on a losing streak as it is, and they just can't have small little mistakes like that end up giving the other team a whole possession lead. This one's short again. I believe Bungard jumps on it again, and they're going to get it at the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. Now, 1st and 10 for the Monarchs. They get a 2nd try here. Now up under center. It's going to go to LeMasters. Flea flicker. Oh, he gets hit as he throws. That might be a fumble. Looked as though his arm might have been moving forward, but I believe they're going to call that a fumble. Yep, they're calling it a fumble. Recovered by the Patriots. Just not enough time. The Patriots really just read up on that flea flicker really well. It's a great play call. It just, it didn't work out for the Monarchs. Got to try and get rid of that ball sooner or hold on to it. And the motion man gets the ball. That's Ray the third, and DeMario White has him wrapped up after about a 4-yard gain. Here's a replay of the flea flicker here. Maverick tosses it back. He had his man on the right side. He really did. Just took too long to throw the ball, and by the time the ball was able to leave his hands, he was getting hit. I do, however, think that might have been an incomplete pass. The ball was not hit out of his hand, and his arm was going forward. Maverick LeMasters with the pressure. Intercepted by DeMario White at the 10-yard line, and he refuses to go down. And they're going to mark him at around the 9 or 10-yard line. A big turnover there. Unwinds, and he gets his arm hit by Maverick LeMasters. So it's an underthrown ball. A ball that looks like it's overthrown is actually underthrown. It looks like he's going for Brock Meadows, but I believe he's going for Javon Jones. Just gets an absolute lick delivered to him by Maverick LeMasters, and he wasn't going to complete that pass. It's going to be a toss to the near side, and that's going to go forward for about 6 or 7 yards. It's Maverick LeMasters again on the carry. Now, second and 4 to go. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in this first quarter of action as the Monarchs are trailing 8-0 to Washington. Knapp under center. It's going to be a give to the left side, and that one's going to be good enough to move the chains up to around the 24-yard line. Looks like John Marshall is doing an all right job moving the ball. It's just turnovers they need to keep to a minimum tonight if they want to pull out a win. Ooh, and they got an early jump there. That was, I believe, Tannen McNeil. Yeah, Tannen McNeil definitely jumped early. So that's going to move the Monarchs back on their first down play. Now it's going to be 1st and 15 opposed to 1st and 10, and now they're at the 19-yard line. Knapp drops back the pass, looks left. Ooh, had none of his receivers open and had to eat a sack there. And that's going to bring up 2nd and even longer. I believe that's 2nd and 18. So definitely not what the Monarchs wanted to do after that first down gain. Just little simple mistakes that keeps driving their offense backward. He drops back the pass again. Oh, the blitz is coming, and he has no receiver to dish it off to, and that's just going to go incomplete. Now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 18. Need a really big play here if you're John Marshall.
Bring up third down.
Knapp drops back the pass. Looks right, fires downfield. Ooh, almost intercepted there, as I believe that was the safety, Tavon Jones. Ball looked more of a pass to Tavon than DeMario. Needed a big play on third down, though, regardless. One of the defenders fell down. And now Fitzpatrick's on to punt for the Monarchs. Ooh, almost blocked. He does get it away, though, and it's the return man Jones who makes two men miss. Now he's at the 40 to the 35, all the way down to the 31-yard line. See a replay of this return here. He punts it from his 5 and makes it to the 50, but he's got a really good return man. Javon Jones just making multiple people miss all the way up to the 31-yard line. Now 1st and 10, it's going to be an inside give. There's a flag that's thrown. He's going to be stopped a couple yards short of where he wanted to go, but still gets a yard.
We have an illegal substitution on defense.
It's going to be
5-yard
against the
penalty from the
Monarchs.
previous spot. First down.
So illegal substitution. There's another needless penalty on the Monarchs. So now 1st and 5 for the Washington Patriots. It's going to be an inside give once again. And he bulls his way forward close to a first down. D. Lauder again. Now the Patriots will come up at the Monarch 23-yard line and try at second and 1 yard to go. Drops back, looks right, runs right, throws right. Ooh, almost complete, but incomplete. Couldn't see whose intended target was there. He looks right. Oh, he's just trying to get his guy, Brock Meadows. Carter Atkins with great defense. It was incomplete. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. You could say it's a pretty important one. Oh, and some miscommunication on offense, and that one's going nowhere. They're lose 2 yards. Went one way, and his back went the other. Now it's 4th and 5, 4th and 3. Looks like the Patriots are probably going to go for it. Looks left, fires, has a man, complete, fumble, and it is recovered by... There's a flag out. And it looks... I'm not sure whose ball this is yet. I think it might be staying. See what this flag is.
We have a turnover. It's going to be John Marshall's ball. We have a
Oh,
dead ball. Personal foul. Washington. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty. First down, John Marshall.
all right. So it's John Marshall ball with an extra 15 yards on it. That was, Camden Pritt, who just hit the ball out with his own leg. Carter Atkins with a great secure tackle to bring his arm down into his own leg, and he just kneed the ball out of his own arm. So now the Monarchs get now a third chance to score. Looks like they might be running some Wildcat. I'm not sure what they're running.
Still first down.
False start. I do not see Caden Knapp out there. I believe they're going to go in a Wildcat formation. Unless this is a new quarterback. And he's going to keep it and go nowhere, losing about 2 or 3 yards on that one. That's going to bring up, I believe, second and 15, 17. And Caden Knapp's coming back into the game. Knapp drops back the pass, looks right, fires, has a man. Oh, incomplete, right off DeMario's hands. Bounced right off the shoulder blade. Wow. That was a great ball. Wow, what a great opportunity there for the Monarchs, and DeMario White just comes up empty on this catch. It's not the most beautiful ball ever. It's just, yeah, you got to come down with that. Have to. Only 59 seconds left in this first quarter. And looks like some confusion on the John Marshall side, so they're going to call a timeout. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back. And we are back as the Monarchs face a third and very long 17 yards, backed up at their own 11-yard line. Knapp in the backfield by himself. A lot of pressure has been getting through. A lot of blitzes on the outside. This one's complete over the middle. I believe that's Kane. Wow, what a play. Kane Martin taking it all the way to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Flag is down. Touchdown. That might be coming back. Wow, I believe that was Caden Bungard who laid a hit that got a flag. There's multiple flags down, actually. So who knows where this one's coming back to. But it does look like it's going back for sure. So what looked like a very explosive play might be coming back. It might be Still good for a first down, but that was a touchdown and very needless penalties if it's against the Monarchs. This would be unbelievable.
Penalties, one on each team.
Okay.
We have blindside block on the defense. Personal foul. We also have a blindside block on the offense. They're offsetting. Replay the down.
Oh, wow. Wow. So those penalties offset, and the Monarchs have to replay 3rd and 17. Wow, that is a real stinger. Ooh. After the massive play, almost the whole length of the football field, minus 11 yards. 89-yard play wiped out just like that. So the Monarchs, obviously that hurts a little bit, but it also feels good. You did something right there, obviously, until the end. So just keep attacking the middle maybe, and here's an outside ball, incomplete. Wow. Javon Jones almost pulled that down, even though he's out of bounds. So this ball, he just lofts this one up. He's just hoping his receiver can get turned around and just get over top of the defensive back, but the ball's not even in the receiver's catch radius, so this one's going to be a punt on 4th and 17. Fitzpatrick off the boot. This one hits at the 50 and takes a good Monarchs bounce. It's going to be brought down at the 34-yard line.
Ball first. Will be placed on the 34-yard line.
Now the Patriots come out 1st and 10, looking to add on to their lead. It's going to be a run to the far side. Brady Dean gets stiff-armed. Ooh, a good hit. Running back Tavon Jones on the carry. And we get a flag down. Not sure what our flag's going to be.
Personal foul. Blindside block on the offense. Be 15-yard from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
And it seems as though both teams are a big fan of the blindside block this quarter, as there's one on each team about 2 or 3 plays earlier, and now there's another blindside block called against the Patriots. Things are getting chippy out there, to say the least, and that's the end of the first quarter. Washington Patriots up 8-0 over your Monarchs. And we'll be right back with the second quarter action.
You're watching a production of WJMH TV, a division of WJMH Media, connecting, entertaining, and informing. We are an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School. Along with Wheeling Symphony Orchestra and WTRF, WJMH Media has previously worked with John Marshall Sports, John Marshall and Marshall County Music Programs, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, Ohio Valley Soapbox Derby, and Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
Stephanie's All-Stars was founded in memory of Stephanie Phillips Eddy, who spent much of her life dedicated to softball. Each year, the organization holds a softball tournament in her memory and is dedicated to assisting children in Marshall, Ohio, and Wetzel counties to purchase new sports equipment. This year's tournament will be held on Saturday, September 23rd at the Moundsville Girls Softball Fields on 12th Street in Moundsville. If you wish to participate in the tournament, you can sign up by contacting Cassandra Mangino at chedrick1@westliberty.edu. T-shirts for the organization are also on sale. You can make a donation, purchase a shirt, or learn more about the organization by visiting stephaniesallstars.com.
And we are back with the second half of action as there's a quick completion to the near side of the field to Javon Jones. And that one's going to go for a couple yards. That's going to bring up second and long, very long. About 2nd and 16 to be exact. Drops back, looks right, fires. Ooh, good defense there. I believe that was Kane Martin on the coverage who got his hand in there on time. The intended receiver was Javon Jones, who's had a decent game to start off. It's going to bring up 3rd and 16. Big stop here for the Monarchs if they can get it. Brock Meadows comes to the sideline for the Patriots. And he drops, looks left, fires over the middle, had his man, but it's incomplete. Too high for his receiver. That's Terry Ray III. The one who had the reception and he had a reception earlier. Was looking for a second of the game. So that's going to bring up 4th and 16. Washington Patriots are probably going to have to punt this one away. I believe we have Demario White returning the punt. See if something can happen here. And the punt is off. And it takes a Monarch bounce as it just stays put where it ended up. So the Monarchs are going to get it at around the 38-yard line as they set up shop on 1st down. And it looks like Jackson Helms is actually going out there at quarterback. Even after that end zone strike that got called back, they want to see what Jackson Helms can do. This one's going to be a Brady Deem handoff. He gets past the first level, but doesn't get much after that. Gets about 6 or 7 yards on that carry. Now, if only the Monarchs could get one of their more speedier guys to break through the first level like that, they could take that ball much further. But that's why he's the fullback. It's going to be a near side toss to Maverick Lemasters. Gets a stiff arm, makes a couple people miss, dives forward, and they're going to give him the 1st down, I believe. Yeah, it's going to move the chains. So now let's hope that this trend of the Monarchs getting 1st downs and then stalling out their drives doesn't continue. Great blocking. And then Maverick just shoots ahead and dives for the 1st down. Still a 1-possession game here in the 2nd quarter with 9 minutes left. There's going to be an inside give to Maverick once again, and he's only going to muster about 3 yards. Maverick looking a little shaken up after that run. little limp in his walk.
Second and 3. Ball out the Patriot 48. Well, second down and 7.
Kane Martin in motion. It's going to be an inside give again. Maverick makes a couple people miss before he goes down. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 3. So this is a big 3rd down for the Monarchs. You want to at least try and get in field goal range, and right now you're in no man's land, so no 3 and outs here. You'll have to punt it away.
33. Patriot 44.
So if you're the Monarchs now, you need the 1st down. This is going to go to Brady Deem, who's a little too hesitant to hit the hole, and that's gonna make sure they're short. Brady Deem, like the last carry, does manage to get a good amount of yardage, but just needs a little more speed coming off the snap. And here's going to be a sneak with Jackson Helms. He didn't get it. They did not get that. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Washington Patriots will get the football with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. So what seemed like a really good going drive for the Monarchs just stalled out once again as Jackson Helms was not able to get the 1st down. So 1st down for the Patriots. This is going to be an inside give, and Jones breaks a couple tackles. He's streaking up the field. Nothing but green grass. 10-5 touchdown. Taven Jones. Wow. The Patriots just taking advantage of the Monarchs' turnovers. And now they're going to go for 2. Throws it to the left side and complete. It was bounced around a couple times before Brock Meadows was able to get his hands on it. That's going to be 16-0. Yeah, breaks the first tackle from Maverick, makes a couple people miss, and then, yeah, he's gone. The only person who has a chance is DeMario, and there's practically no chance of catching him.
Mark 7, University of Delphi. Fairmont Senior, 7. Bridgeport 7, Bridgeport, West Virginia, that is.
Now the Monarchs offense is going to get another try, but they just haven't been able to get anything going whatsoever. Well, they'll get it started. They can't keep it going. Every drive has stalled out thus far. I believe 2 or 3 and outs, and the rest are all turnovers for the Monarchs. So obviously not what you're hoping for if you're head coach Mark Caesar. And this is going to be another short kick. And it's going to be recovered by the Patriots. No one on John Marshall went for the ball. That should be Patriots ball, I believe. See, this ball, it goes as soon as it goes past 10 yards, the kicking team's allowed to recover it, but it was fumbled out of bounds. So that will stay with the Monarchs, I believe. But that was very close. The Monarchs need to be very careful of that, as they almost turned the ball over again on kickoff. You just need to be more aware of the rules. That's a live ball. You have to get on it. And before a snap can happen, we're going to get some whistles and I believe Patriots timeout.
On the defense, it's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
And another substitution foul. This one's on the Patriots. Oh, correction.
Flag off.
And there is no flag on the play, I guess. And the play will continue. Kane Martin, man in motion. Jackson steps back, fires downfield. Intercepted. That was Dominic Diganazzo. Or Dignazio. And they were just playing the receivers so well. The inside was not there. He tried to throw it inside. It's not going to work. Got to make that throw anticipating the corner. If the corner's on the outside, on the inside, try and throw it to his outside shoulder. It's not an easy throw to make, though. It's going to be another inside give. This one's Garrett Fauble. That one's good for about 3 or 4. It's going to bring up second and about 7 yards. And he drops back, looks to the left. Incomplete, but a flag does come in. That's probably going to be a pass interference call against Mario. The contact was slightly early, but you could call it hand fighting.
It's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Result's going to be a first down.
So that's a 15-yarder. It's going to go against the Monarchs. So that's going to give the Patriots first down yardage and more. As they come up first down around the 47-yard line. Play action, rolls right, has a man. Incomplete. Almost had it. That was Terry Ray III again. And he put the ball right into his left arm. Almost caught it. So it was a beautiful catch. Beautiful throw, too. Diving. Just couldn't come up with it. Almost had it. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Hands it off to Jones. Jones is wrapped up. He's going to only get a yard on that one. I believe that was Davon Jones or Donovan Jones on the tackle. A lot of Jones in this ball game. Now went by himself in the backfield. Looks right, fires over the middle. Wow, has a completion. That's Brock Meadows. He's had a very solid gain. He has the two-point conversions for his team. So another first down here for the Patriots. Around the 34-yard lines, 33-yard line is where they'll start their set of downs. There's a deep ball, and it's guarded pretty well by DeMario, and the ball's slightly overthrown. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. One-on-one. Ooh, and he's met in the backfield. I believe that's Brady Deem who stacked him up. Or it might have been Maverick LeMasters. Either way, a good tackle in the backfield. A great tackle in the backfield. And that was Maverick LeMasters. And a good gang tackle at the end. Make sure they finished it up. Now 3rd and long, under pressure, and he's sacked. That's LeMasters again. And that's also Markinich again. He was in on the last play as well. Markinich and LeMasters. Great 2 plays. And the pressure is immediately on Markinich and LeMasters there at the same time. Even with LeMasters getting blocked, he got there at the same time. Just need a little more than a running back to block him. And this punt's going to be a bit of a shank. It's going to go at the 27-yard line, and that's where the Monarchs will take over. Very rough first half to start off offensively. Monarchs just really need to get something going. With the amount of blitzes that they are sending the Monarchs' way, you'd expect them to keep attacking the middle like they did on that near touchdown to Caden Martin. That got, well, it was a touchdown. It just got wiped off the board thanks to 2 blindside block penalties that offset. Brought them back to 3rd and 17, and they had to try again. But now here we go, 1st and 10 for the Monarchs at around the 26-yard line. This is going to be a carry to the inside by Brady Deem, who picks up speed and has enough for the first down, about a 15-yard gain. Good tempo play there by the Monarchs. Let's see if they can stay in rhythm. Mario comes out, Kane comes in. Xavier Wells, the receiver, to the near side. Kane Martin in motion. It's going to be a handoff to LeMasters, I believe, up the middle, and this one's only going to get about 2 yards. Helms under center. It's going to be a run to the left side. Maverick LeMasters refusing to go down now. Let's see if the Monarchs can just keep running the ball like this. 3 minutes left to go with the clock rolling. Monarchs just hoping to get some points on the board before they go into half. You see perfect blocking, and then the rest is all Maverick. Just keep churning his feet to get the extra yardage. Good job on all aspects right there. Now they have Brady Deem out wide. And there's a flag that gets thrown, incomplete. Was looking for Kane Martin on that one. I believe it might be on Brady Deem. He might not have been lined up right. I believe it would have been on Brady Deem. Yeah, here we'll find out.
Formation on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty, replaying first down. Coach Sand said he doesn't believe it was an illegal formation, but we'll play. The call stands. Ref said something else. I'm not sure what he said, but regardless, the ball stays where he said. Helms under center. And a flag's going to come in once more before we snap the ball. Offsides on the defense, it's looking like. Yep. Offsides defense. Now the Monarchs get back in their huddle. Talk things over as they're facing 1st and 10 once again. Helms under center. And it's going to be another handoff to Maverick, and that one's going to lose a yard. I would like to see John Marshall's try and start to attack the middle. Not deep middle, but short middle, because Washington Patriots are just sending so many blitzers on every play. They're just blitzing. So it tells me someone's going to be open, and on the play where Kane Martin took it all the way, he was wide open, practically. Play action, rolls right, finds a man in the middle. Look at that, DeMario White. Somebody's bound to be open when you're blitzing that many people. Those mid-range throws are going to be there all night. They just have to find them. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout called by Washington. Only about 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this first half of play. John Marshall's just trying to get any sort of points on the board here. I believe they'd be happy with a field goal, but a touchdown would obviously be better. So it looks like Fitzpatrick's getting that kicking leg ready on the sideline. And this one's going to be another run in the middle. Maverick LeMaster's on the carry. So now the clock continues to roll with 50 seconds left. And You got to wonder what the Monarchs are thinking. Maybe pass. I'd expect maybe a play action pass here since they're expecting run. No play action, just pass. Looks left, has Kane Martin. Ooh, incomplete. There was some contact at the end of that one, and Patriots a little shooken up, but he gets up, runs it off. But we do have a separate Patriot down on the field. Looks as though it's just a cramp. And we'll be right back.
Marshall County Schools LSIC Showcase will be held on Tuesday, October 17th from 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. in the Moundsville Center at the former West Virginia Penitentiary. Each of the county's 13 schools will demonstrate unique aspects of its curriculum. It's free to attend and open to the public.
And we're back, and the injured Patriot is now off the field. Jackson Helms almost got a touchdown there, but Demario White could not hold on. See, he looks deep. He had a good ball there, but just couldn't hold on. It might have been actually right through the hands. I thought it might have been a little short, but no. Demario White was looking for the flag, didn't get one. So that's two deep balls dropped by Demario White. Oh, and it's blocked, but the kicker was hit. Was it blocked before the kicker was hit, though? And I think it was. No flag. No points. So now the Patriots take over. They get a 1st and 10, and it looks like they're just going to take it into the half by going into victory formation and running out the clock. They don't want to have any stupid turnovers or nothing, so Washington is going to go to the halftime break with a 16-0 lead over John Marshall. Not the best half for John Marshall and the Washington Patriots. Looking pretty good. And we'll be right back when this second half kicks off.
You're watching a production of WJMH TV, a division of WJMH Media, connecting, entertaining, and informing. We are an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School. Along with Wheeling Symphony Orchestra and WTRF, WJMH Media has previously worked with John Marshall Sports, John Marshall and Marshall County Music Programs, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, Ohio Valley Soapbox Derby, and Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
The public is invited to use the track and field at Monarch Stadium from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. every Sunday. Monarch Stadium Community Night runs through September and October. No pets are permitted.
And now presenting your marching Monarchs.
Cancer is the leading cause of death by disease in American children, resulting in the death of approximately 1,800 kids each year. Since its inception in 2016, Marshall County Childhood Cancer Awareness has donated $159,000 to childhood cancer research through their partnership with Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. In addition, the group has donated over $20,000 to local families fighting this dreaded disease. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and the Marshall County Childhood Cancer Awareness Group has several events coming up. Grooming for Good special dog grooming and bake sale will be held September 16th from 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. at Happy Tails Pet Salon in McMecken. Grooming is by appointment only. And the second Lemon Ball fundraising gala on September 23rd, 2023 at the Moundsville Country Club. Cocktails will be served at 5 p.m. with a catered dinner at 6 p.m. The night will be filled with music and dancing, as well as an auction of one-of-a-kind items donated by many generous supporters. Semi-formal attire is required with limited seating. You can get your tickets now at mcccacorp.org or call 304-639-3352. $70 for a single ticket and $125 for a couple. Donations are accepted all year round at the Marshall County Federal Credit Union or can be mailed to 1479 Beams Lane, Moundsville, West Virginia.
The public is invited to use the track and field at Monarch Stadium from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. every Sunday. Monarch Stadium Community Night runs through September and October. No pets are permitted.
You're watching a production of WJMH TV, a division of WJMH Media, connecting, entertaining, and informing. We are an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School. Along with Wheeling Symphony Orchestra and WTRF, WJMH Media has previously worked with John Marshall Sports, John Marshall and Marshall County Music Programs, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAC, West Liberty University, Ohio Valley Soapbox Derby, and Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
Marshall County Schools LSIC Showcase will be held on Tuesday, October 17th from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. in the Moundsville Center at the former West Virginia Penitentiary. Each of the county's 13 schools will demonstrate unique aspects of its curriculum. It's free to attend and open to the public.
Stephanie's All-Stars was founded in memory of Stephanie Phillips Eddy, who spent much of her life dedicated to softball. Each year, the organization holds a softball tournament in her memory and is dedicated to assisting children in Marshall, Ohio, and Wetzel counties to purchase new sports equipment. This year's tournament will be held on Saturday, September 23rd at the Moundsville Girls Softball Fields on 12th Street in Moundsville. If you wish to participate in the tournament, you can sign up by contacting Cassandra Mangino at chedrick1@westliberty.edu. T-shirts for the organization are also on sale. You can make a donation, purchase a shirt, or learn more about the organization by visiting stephaniesallstars.com. Again, all proceeds help equip local children with sports equipment.
And we have about 8 minutes until the second half starts. Washington Patriots up 16-0 over your John Marshall Monarchs. Not a lot of success on offense from the Monarchs today. Just turnover after turnover. A block kick at the end of the half that prevented them from getting 3 points. So, yeah, things are looking rough. Here we have the first touchdown. Just bulls over like multiple people with no problem. Isaiah D. Lauder, Carter Adkins, and Demario White, and I believe that's Hayden Geyser just dragged them into the end zone with him. And then here we got our second touchdown. Jones just completely broke through the middle of that defense, and once he got the Jets going, he just burned everybody. No one really stood a chance. See the student section still getting into it, even though they're down. Not much has to happen for John Marshall to get back into this ball game. It's not like last week where it seemed unmountable, but this week it seems very winnable. Just a couple mistakes that the Monarchs need to limit. With that being said, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Cancer is the leading cause of death by disease in American children, resulting in the death of approximately 1,800 kids each year. Since its inception in 2016, Marshall County Childhood Cancer Awareness has donated $159,000 to childhood cancer research through their partnership with Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. In addition, the group has donated over $20,000 to local families fighting this dreaded disease. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and the Marshall County Childhood Cancer Awareness Group has several events coming up. Groom for Good special dog grooming and bake sale will be held September 16th from 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. at Happy Tails Pet Salon in McMecken. Grooming is by appointment only. And the second Lemon Ball Fundraising Gala on September 23rd, 2023 at the Moundsville Country Club. Cocktails will be served at 5 p.m. with a catered dinner at 6 p.m. The night will be filled with music and dancing, as well as an auction of one-of-a-kind items donated by many generous supporters. Semi-formal attire is required with limited seating. You can get your tickets now at mcccacorp.org or call 304-639-3352. $70 for a single ticket and $125 for a couple. Donations are accepted all year round at the Marshall County Federal Credit Union or can be mailed to 1479 Beams Lane, Moundsville, West Virginia.
The public is invited to use the track and field at Monarch Stadium from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. every Sunday. Monarch Stadium Community Night runs through September and October. No pets are permitted.
You're watching a production of WJMH TV, a division of WJMH Media, connecting, entertaining, and informing. We are an entirely student-run broadcasting program based out of John Marshall High School. Along with Wheeling Symphony Orchestra and WTRF, WJMH Media has previously worked with John Marshall Sports, John Marshall and Marshall County Music Programs, Augusta Levy Learning Center, OVAD, West Liberty University, Ohio Valley Soapbox Derby, and Marshall County Chamber of Commerce. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at WJMH Media.
Marshall County Schools LSIC Showcase will be held on Tuesday, October 17th from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. in the Moundsville Center at the former West Virginia Penitentiary. Each of the county's 13 schools will demonstrate unique aspects of its curriculum. It's free to attend and open to the public.
Stephanie's All Stars was founded in memory of Stephanie Phillips Eddy, who spent much of her life dedicated to softball. Each year, the organization holds a softball tournament in her memory and is dedicated to assisting children in Marshall, Ohio, and Wetzel counties to purchase new sports equipment. This year's tournament will be held on Saturday, September 23rd at the Moundsville Girls Softball Fields on 12th Street in Moundsville. If you wish to participate in the tournament, you can sign up by contacting Cassandra Mangino at chedrick1@westliberty.edu. T-shirts for the organization are also on sale. You can make a donation, purchase a shirt, or learn more about the organization by visiting stephaniesallstars.com. Again, all proceeds help equip local children with sports equipment.
And we are back in Monarch Stadium. There are about 2 minutes and 50 seconds until the second half kickoff. Of course, Washington Patriots up 16-0 over your John Marshall Monarchs. The Patriots are already out there warming up, and now the John Marshall Monarchs start to take the field. Offensively, just a lot of struggle from the Monarchs. Most of the points, all the points that are on the board are it's due to the offense from John Marshall just not being able to compete. They get a good couple plays going, and then boom, penalty, boom, penalty, boom, penalty. And they're just getting dragged back more and more. Fans here ready for the second half of action. Only a minute and 30 seconds to go. And the Washington Patriots will return the ball to start the half. So we get to see the Monarch defense first and see if they can keep trying to make a stop, the stops that they've been making. We can talk about the defense all we want, but it's all about the offense here in this second half. Victor McElwee in the middle getting his guys hyped up for the second half of play after a very sloppy first half. Now the Monarchs ready to kick this ball away. Mark Caesar already on his spot on the sideline. Just a lot of things went wrong offensively in the first half. I believe if they start mixing up the play call, maybe a bit more play action, medium ranged passes, they seem to be open. And the horn goes off, signaling the start of the second half. Caden Knapp started the game for the Monarchs at quarterback. And then Jackson Helms came in around the end of the first or the start of the second. And it's been all Jackson since. Now Mark Caesar meets at midfield. Or no, that's not Mark Caesar. One John Marshall coach meets at midfield with the referees to Sandstone, that is. Not sure what they're talking about. And now John Marshall finally setting up the kickoff. Looks like they've added another minute or two. Only a minute left on the. I am super uncertain of what's going on at midfield. And it looks like they're getting ready. And now finally we can kick the ball off.
plays. And here we go.
And Connor Fitzpatrick kicks it off to start this second half, and it's going to be a touchback.
There's a touchback. The Washington ball first and 10 to get placed on our 20-yard line. They play resume.
Here the Patriots go. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line to start off this second half. You'd assume they'd just stick to what's working for them, and that's a lot of run game and a little bit of passing. Isaiah Duwater is having a very successful game on the ground, but it looks like they got Tavon Jones in there at running back. And it's going to go to him. He takes it to the left side, and he's going to be stopped up 1 yard short of the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And it looks like it's going to be a dump off to Jones, and that one goes nowhere, but there's a flag. He might have got a couple on that one. Now, here's the call. Looks like it's going to be a hold. So let's take you down to the field to hear the call here in a second. And it looks as though the Patriots are backing up.
On the offense, that penalty is going to be declined. 3rd down.
And Caesar's just going to decline that penalty and make it 3rd down instead. Oh, yeah, you can see that hold on the outside by Jones. Went, drops back, looks left, has a man, Jones, open, but he overthrew him. That's incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. Exactly what the Monarchs wanted. And it looks like the punting unit's going to come out for Washington. So once again, Demario White back deep to return for the Monarchs. Last time the ball wasn't returned, it took a Monarch bounce and sat right where it was punted. And Victor McElwee almost gets in there. He just disrupts the kick, and it's going to be a shorter punt than they would have wished for. So the Monarchs will get it around the 45-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop for the second half. Really looking for a touchdown here as they're down 2 touchdowns and two two-point conversions on top. Looks as though Scotty Schinderline is at center, opposed to Summers. And Knapp's back in at quarterback. It's going to be a handoff to the right side, and that's going nowhere. Maverick Lemasters met right at the line of scrimmage. I believe that might have been Brock Meadows on the stop. Now 2nd and 10 for the Monarchs. Not the first play they were hoping for. Kane Martin, the man in motion. And it's going to be another inside give, and it looks as though Patriots have made second half adjustments, and they're ready for this run game. Jonathan Brewster didn't like the way Andreas Hunter bumped into him after that play. So definitely a matchup to watch right here. Oh, and he breaks it down the left side to the 10, to the 5. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, LeMasters. That's the touchdown the Monarchs needed. Checking for flags. No flags. Looks like it's going to stand. Really needed that one. John Marshall really needed it. So it actually looks like they might be going for the PAT instead of a 2-point conversion. It's not the worst idea. After all, you do have a full second half to get back up in points. That is exactly what the Monarchs needed to start off this second half. Just a big run like that. Big play in general. Just needed it. And that one is good. And it looks like there's a flag down on the field with an injured Patriot. But he gets back up. You see this handoff, just nothing but green grass. Andreas Hunter just sets a great block on the outside. Jones just gets sucked way too far in. And it looks like the penalty is going to go, I believe, against Washington. But that is a great run there by Maverick LeMasters, especially at the tail end of it, just staying on his feet and getting into the end zone. Ultra impressive. See it once more. Great run. See how that hole set up? That's Tavon Jones, who just sunk in way too deep, and that allows for that to happen. When your defensive end gets blocked that well and your outside backer just blitzes, that just gets sucked in way too tight. Regardless, a great run. Now Fitzpatrick off to kick it, but from the 45-yard line thanks to the penalty. And it's an onside. Oh, and the ball just lays. I don't think it went 10 yards. Oh, wow, how about that? That was really close, but the ball just stops right in front of the line they need it not to stop at. Watch this. I mean, it's a great kick. It just hangs right where he doesn't want it to. Look. Oh, he waited for it too, and it just started to roll in the wrong direction. Yeah. Oh, almost had it. Went, drops the pass, looks left, has a man, incomplete. Dangerous pass. Held it, hung it up high there for his receiver. And Carter Atkins on the defense. That was Tavon Jones, the intended receiver. And it looks like an injury timeout for Went, the quarterback. And he stands up off his own power, and it looks like he's just going to walk himself off the field. Now I believe quarterback 2 is stepping out onto the field. Braylon Holmes, if I'm not mistaken, will be the backup quarterback for the Patriots. Holmes whips something to the sideline. So a major confusion. Breaks a couple tackles, though. Wow. Just immediate confusion as soon as the ball snapped. And the fact that he was able to get a couple yards off that one is pretty impressive. Not sure what that was that he threw to the sideline. It actually looks like a binky mouthpiece. But, yeah, immediate confusion. Has to take it himself. Breaks it forward for about 2 yards. But we have Went coming back out, I believe. Yeah, I believe that's went with a small limp. He drops the pass, looks over the middle, has a man, but it's incomplete right off the hands. That was Javon Jones. Now that's going to bring up 4th down. And it looks like punting unit is going to come out for Washington. Now this is very much what the Monarchs wanted here, to score and then get the ball back straight out of the second half, and looks like they're going to get their wish. Javon Jones to punt. That one's a better punt than before. DeMario White will return it. And he almost gets wrapped up, but doesn't, to the 35, back to the 31. They're going to mark him at the 34 because of forward progression. Here you see a replay of the punt, probably his best one of the night. DeMario gets it at the 28, and Jones wraps him up, but not good enough. He's able to spin out, and then I believe that's 53. Tyler Usuch. Knapp still in at quarterback, and it looks like he's going to have to keep it. It looks like a lot of miscommunication and confusion on that play. Looked like it might have supposed to have been a run to the Maverick LeMasters. Maybe a toss, maybe a fake toss, an inside give to Brady Deem, but it doesn't happen. Even if he would have got that ball to Brady Deem, he probably would have got blown up there by Jonathan Brewster. So that's a loss of around 4 or 5 on that play. Definitely not what the Monarchs wanted. Kane Martin in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Maverick LeMasters. He had a little bit of a hole, but he's swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage and only gains about 2 yards on that one. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 12 yards for the Monarchs. Your defense came up big and forced the 3 and out. Now it's all up to the offense to try and convert here on 3rd and long. Ball snap. It's going to be a play action. Rolls left, throws left. Brady Deem catches the ball. Doesn't get nearly enough for a 1st down. That's going to bring up around 3rd and 7 or 4th and 7 or 4th and 8. Pardon me. See a replay on that one. He rolls left and just immediately hits his first read. I can't really see down the field that well, but it looked like Kane Martin might have had some green a little bit farther down the field. So Connor Fitzpatrick is going to come out onto the field to punt here on 4th and about 6 yards. And this one is a line drive. It's muffed, but he gets on it at the 30-yard line. It's not an easy punt to catch. And a flag is down on the Monarch side of the field. Now the officials talk it over. It looks like we're about to get a call here.
On the receiving team, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty from spot of the foul. 1st down, White.
All right, well, that's going to be a holding call, and that's going to bring them back on their first down play. And it looks like they're going to be spotted around the 20-yard line. Yep.
261, 655. Do you have that ticket? You're a winner. Once again, 261, 655 is our winner for the cheer. The 1st down and 10 will be in place of their 20-yard line.
Now 1st and 10, here comes the Washington Patriots. After going 3 and out their past 2 drives, they're Looking for a better one here. It's going to be a run up the middle. And that one's going nowhere. That was running back Garrett Fauble. I believe he got right back to the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 10 went. Screen pass intercepted by Andreas Hunter. Andreas Hunter touchdown. Andreas Hunter pick 6. Wow. The Monarchs really needed that, and who could have thought Andreas Hunter, of all people, would be the one to get the pick 6 that the Monarchs needed? Wow. Oh, my goodness. What a play. Wow. It's going to be a screen pass, and it just ends up right into Andreas Hunter's hands. They don't call him Big Play Dre for no reason, as he adds 6 more points onto this John Marshall deficit. And now, don't blink now, it's only a 2-point game. Look at this interception. It goes right into Andreas's hands, right in there. Wasn't even deflected or anything. Wow, that was almost a one-hander. Andreas showing off the athleticism. Great play by a great player. Let's see if he actually did get this. Yeah, he got that touchdown. Wow. I bet it wasn't easy to bring down at that goal line. Just like that, 16-14. John Marshall's right back into this ball game. Student section hype as always. So now after the big play, Connor Fitzpatrick kicks it off, bounces down the middle. Ooh, and it's muffed. Jones takes it to around the 18 or 19-yard line. What a solid hit there. Now 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this third quarter, and John Marshall has made this a close ball game. Dead ball foul on Washington. That's going to put them back a little further than they want to be. So the Patriots will get it at the 9-yard line. After that pick 6 that was given up to Andreas Hunter, defensive tackle. Andreas almost ends up in the neutral zone that time, but he stays in. And ooh, he gets hit well, but he stays on his feet. Wow, up to the 29-yard line before he's absolutely walloped. That was Garrett Fauble, I believe. Kane Martin got the stop for the Monarchs. This is going to be a short run up the middle. That's fumble again on the carry.
Halftime score update. Cameron 14, Magnolia 6.
Drops back, looks right, has a man, but misfires. You can tell there was just some miscommunication there between the quarterback and his receiver.
Third down and 7. It's third down.
And he has a receiver, but that's incomplete on the near side. It's going to bring up fourth down. So Demario White once again back deep to return. And this punt is going to land around 45. Call it the 44-yard line. And that's where the Monarchs will take over.
We found out where to put the ball. First and 10, the Monarchs go leading play from their 49.
Oh, almost intercepted there. Would have been a very big play for Washington. Landon Zimmerman almost caught that and probably would have taken it all the way. He just reads this swing pass out all the way. Or rather the hook pass. And yeah, that's to the house if he catches that. This one's going to be a run up the gut. Maverick Lamasters once again breaking down in stride. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. The Monarchs take the lead. Only 3 minutes and 50 seconds remain in this third quarter, but the Monarchs have taken the lead. Oh, but there is a flag. This one might be going back. This one may be coming back here. And there seems to be an injury on the field. Looks like it's probably just a cramp down there, but referee's talking over the penalty to see. And the Monarchs are backing up. And the referee's still talking over.
Okay, we got a touchdown.
Okay, touchdown stands.
We have a touchdown.
Touchdown.
The touchdown will stand, so the Monarchs do have the lead. However, there is a penalty after the touchdown, and I believe it's unsportsmanlike conduct. Monarchs 3 touchdowns in a quarter, opposed to their 0 in 2 quarters in the first half. So the 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. So Connor Fitzpatrick's on for the extra point. Snap good, hold good, kick is good. Now your Monarchs lead 21-16 over the Washington Patriots. See a replay here. Great blocking led to this one. Maverick sees green grass and he just goes after that. Perfect blocking. Wow. Second level blocking, the double team, and everything. Just executed perfectly on that play.
Connor Fitzpatrick to kick off for the Monarchs.
And the kick is off. Returnable at the 15-yard line. And stays on his feet all the way up to the 34. Pretty good return. Now here we go. Washington Patriots really hoping to answer. Monarchs just scored 3 unanswered touchdowns to take the lead after Washington was leading 16-0. Oh, wow. Look at that. Got in there like it was nothing, but makes it past the second level. That is Jones, I believe. Or no, that was Fauble on the carry. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 yards to go.
Almost 36-yard line of Washington.
Ooh, a decent run there. That's Fauble again. It's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Patriots. D. Lauder might be their leading rusher, but it's Fauble who's getting the one end of the stick here. He's getting a lot of carries. Ooh, and it looks like there might be a neutral zone infraction.
The result's going to be a first down.
And that's going to move the
play
sticks
first
for
and
Washington.
10.
That's just something you don't want there. If you're the Monarchs, you got to stay disciplined and make sure you're on sides. Can't let the quarterback get you with his cadence. Play action, rolls right, looks deep, has a man, complete down to the 39-yard line. That's Ray the third. Terry Ray the third. Good pass. Carter Atkins on the coverage. Just a good ball placement there. Not much you can do. Went, hands it off. And that's going to go forward for a couple. That's Fauble again.
Number 33, Mason Martinez. 2, 6 and 8 ball out the Monarch 38.
And it's going to be a pitch to the far side. Adkins can't bring him down. LeMasters pushes him out of bounds past the first down marker, so that's going to move the chains. That's going to put him at around the 29-yard line. See, Adkins has the best angle on that tackle, but he just slips off his legs. Isn't able to bring him down. That was Jones on the carry. It's going to be Jones again with the carry, and he's going to be met about a yard or two past the line of scrimmage. Isn't going to go far.
No gain of the play. 10, ball killed at 29.
And here comes Jones again. Carry to the far side. He picks up around 7 yards. It's going to bring up third down. It looks like they're just going to let the third quarter run out. Yeah, they're just going to let the third quarter run down with the Monarchs up 21-16. Who could have saw that coming? 3 unanswered touchdown scores by the Monarchs. And we'll see if the Washington Patriots can answer when we get right back from this break.
Marshall County Schools LSIC Showcase will be held on Tuesday, October 17th from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. at the Moundsville Center at the former West Virginia Penitentiary. Each of the county's 13 schools will demonstrate unique aspects of its curriculum. It's free to attend and open to the public.
We are back for this fourth quarter of action. John Marshall picking up some momentum here in the second half, hoping that it carries on to this fourth quarter of play.
Back here live. We're now at the start of the fourth quarter.
John Marshall doing a great job getting back on track offensively. Now let's see if they make this big stop here on third down. It's going to be a play action pass to the right side, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his receiver, Brock Meadows, or tight end rather, Brock Meadows, and that one's incomplete. He's pulled in a couple difficult to catch balls here this afternoon, but can't come down with that one. And there is a flag on the play. It might.
Defense.
Oh.
It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. The result's going to be a first down.
I believe that's going to go against Brooks Harrison. He was just holding his receiver back a little bit. Not much there, but there was something. So after the stop, the penalty makes it a first down. Went, drops back the pass, looks over the middle, incomplete. Maybe could get a flag there, but nothing comes in. Luckily for the Monarchs. Carter was playing ball, however, so he could make his case. Now 2nd down and 10. Went comes out. Still looks like he has a slight visible limp. Snaps juggled a little bit. He keeps it. He's trying to run off, but is stopped by Maverick LeMasters. He's buried at the 15-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 yards to go. Make that 12. We're getting a timeout. Washington, my bad. Went took a big hit after already visibly limping on and off of every play. So this is really this is a pretty big 3rd down here. Decent ways to go. You got to think if they get maybe even halfway there to the first down marker, do they go for it or do they kick the 3 points?
It's 3rd down and 12.
Went, drops back, looks left, fires. Incomplete. Demario White with the coverage. An amazing deflection there. Wow. Just jumps right in front of Jones and doesn't even give him a shot. Jones points out to Mario, letting him know that he got him that time. And it looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th. Maybe they do not have someone that can kick it from that far. Yeah, they're going for it. Wentz stays out. Tavon Jones back, rolls left, sees his man, fires, intercepted. Should have stayed back, but he's going to return it instead. And only takes it to the 6-yard line. If only he would have just stayed in the end zone and let it become a touchback, he would have had a lot more yardage off that interception. However, it is still an interception. That one was more for the stats than anything, as it was 4th down. Could have batted that one away or intercepted it. I would have just intercepted it and stayed there. It took my extra couple yards. But you got to take your chances, see if you can make something happen. Here's the Monarch offense around the 8 or 9 yard line starting off their drive. It looks like Knapp's getting a timeout. Something's going on over by the goalpost. A lot of fans getting ecstatic. I believe that's the student section. And we'll be right back here after this break. And we are back as the Monarchs face 1st and 10 from their 8-yard line. Caden Knapp with Maverick LeMasters in the backfield. It's going to be a draw, and that one's going nowhere. They're going to lose a lot of yardage on that play, about 4 or 5. And it looks like Maverick might have caught a cramp. Two injured players, one on each team. And we'll be right back after these injured players get up off the field.
Marshall County Schools LSIC Showcase will be held on Tuesday, October 17th from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. in the Moundsville Center at the former West Virginia Penitentiary. Each of the county's 13 schools will demonstrate unique aspects of its curriculum. It's free to attend and open to the public.
Stephanie's All Stars was founded in memory of Stephanie Phillips Eddy, who spent much of her life dedicated to softball. Each year, the organization holds a softball tournament in her memory and is dedicated to assisting children in Marshall, Ohio, and Wetzel counties to purchase new sports equipment. This year's tournament will be held on Saturday, September 23rd at the Moundsville Girls Softball Fields on 12th Street in Moundsville. If you wish to participate in the tournament, you can sign up by contacting Cassandra Mangino at chedrick1@westliberty.edu. T-shirts for the organization are also on sale. You can make a donation, purchase a shirt, or learn more about the organization by visiting stephaniesallstars.com. Again, all proceeds help equip local children with sports equipment.
And we are back in Monarch Stadium as the injured Washington Patriot is off the field, and the action resumes here on 2nd and 13 to go for the Monarchs at their own 5-yard line. Monarchs obviously not in a good position. DeMario probably wishing he would have taken this touchback when he had it. Play action pass, looks right, has a man wide open, but decides to go deeper and rockets one that's incomplete. Hit right off Kane Martin's left hand. Should have just hit his closer receiver, but he decides to go deeper. He wants more yardage. Now they're facing a 3rd and just as long. Would have been better off throwing the check down. And it's going to be a run. I believe that's Adkins that ran that one. And now that's going to bring out the punting unit for John Marshall. Looked like they're missing a guy as Brooks Harrison comes out to complete the 11 on the field. And they get a delay of game. Oh, boy.
The offense is half the distance to the goal. Joe Marshall called timeout.
All right, so they decide not to give the flag to John Marshall because they called the timeout first before the play clock expired. So John Marshall is charged to their second to last timeout. They only have one remaining.
Senior local 41, Union local 20, Cameron 30, Magnolia 6.
Now Fitzpatrick's really going to have to boot this one away, but for him to do that, the blocking has to be pretty good here. Washington knows that John Marshall's backed up into their own territory. They feel uncomfortable right now. They're going to try and get a block off. They already blocked a field goal attempt. I wouldn't doubt a block punt either. And that one rolls into the returner's hand, and he's going to be wrapped up at around the 39-yard line. The returner was Kenyon Brooks, I believe. So the Patriots will start on the other side of midfield. Pretty decent starting field position here. Just trying to get back into this ball game after John Marshall came in the third quarter and absolutely dominated. Inside give. That one's not going very far. That was fobble again. Here comes Tavon Jones in at running back. As fobble goes to take a minute on the sideline. It's going to be a pitch to the outside. Jones has green grass, and he gets close to the first down, about a yard shy, maybe two. And it looks like we have another injured Washington player. So, yeah, they're just getting them on that pitch every time. Looks like Jones is up and walking off the field with his own power. So that's always a good sight. Now having teammates and coaches help him off. Jones had the touchdown earlier. The big run. And we're going to get a flag before this play continues. And here's the call.
We have a dead ball. We have a false start on the offense. 5-yard
Ooh.
penalty, still third down.
It's a big false start right there. You definitely do not want to jump in this scenario. You went from third and a little to third and a good bit here. Drops back, looks middle, fires, intercepted! What an interception! Wow! I believe it's Kane Martin. Yes, it is. Kane Martin with the interception. That is huge for John Marshall. Back-to-back huge drives for the Monarch defense. Look at this. This is perfect coverage. This is one of those situations where he's like, I'm just going to try it out. I think my man's better. But, wow, step first step. What an interception. Wow. Wow. And then just muscles the ball out, and that's his. Here we got first down. We got to run to the near side, and that's only going to go forward for about 3 yards. Maverick Lemaster's back out there. Good to see him feeling all right. 8 minutes and 30 seconds, and the clock is rolling with the Monarchs leading 21-16. And another run up the gut, and this one's going about nowhere. Might have lost a yard on that one or got right back to the line of scrimmage. Hard to tell. Looks like he got right back to the line of scrimmage. Now we got 3rd and 7 for the Monarchs. If you don't get the first down, you at least want to keep this clock running. And play action. Rolls left, fires left, has a man, incomplete. Wow, in and out of the hands. I believe that was Kane again, yeah. After getting the interception, Kane Martin can't hold on. And now we have a flag. So, looks as though it's going to be accepted.
On the offense, that penalty is going to be declined.
Oh.
4th down.
So 4th down for the Monarchs. They're probably just going to have to punt this one away, and will. Unbelievable incompletion right there, though. After that amazing interception, he just can't hold on to that reception. The punt is off. Crosses the other side of midfield, takes a good Monarchs bounce. And it's going to lay it around the 27-yard line. What a beauty of a punt there to back them up when you were already backed up yourself. Washington really going to need something to happen here. Went, hands the ball off, and that one's going nowhere. I believe that was Fauble once again. Maybe got half a yard there. And Brock Meadows comes out. Went, drops back, rolls right. Looks like he might take off. No, he fires it downfield. Doesn't have enough arm. Had a man downfield, but that's a very long pass to make. Intended receiver, I believe, was Terry Ray III. Would have been a pretty impressive completion. Would require a lot of arm, especially on the run. So here's 3rd and 10 here for Washington. They're really going to need a first down here. Went, drops back, under pressure, delivers over the middle. Incomplete, knocked away. I believe that was Geyser. Yeah, Hayden Geyser on the play. Great job breaking that one up. So they're going to have to punt again. 6 minutes and 28 seconds left on the clock.
Fourth down. Lamar White, the other referee back deep. Number 3, Landon Swift. The punt for the Patriots.
Pritt off the punt. And this one's all right. It takes a good Washington bounce. And it's going to be down at around the 39-yard line, 38-yard line. So that's where the Monarchs offense will start up.
First and 10 for Monarchs. So we get one. Around 34.
Been a very defensive-oriented second half. Just turnovers and turnover after turnover, creating opportunities for the Monarchs. And, of course, you can't forget the Andreas Hunter pick six. And we're going to get a flag before the ball's snapped. Oh, it might be on Washington.
It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Got him for encroachment.
Washington. First and 5, ball out to 39, 6-14.
Now 1st and 5 for the Monarchs. Maverick takes it up the middle. Gets about 3 or 4 on that play.
Grant Clark. Landon Zimmerman. Zimmerman on the stop. And now, 3.
2nd and short for the Monarchs. It's going to be a fullback handoff, and that one's going nowhere. Losing yardage on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Meadows. Landon Zimmerman on the top. Checking the 134 on the 40. On the inside of the Monarch 40-yard line.
Looks like there's a flag. Oh, yeah, flag's coming in. No first down.
Well, hold on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 3rd down.
So 3rd and very long coming up. Only 4 minutes and 30 seconds left with the clock rolling. Play action. Oh, wow. Absolutely walloped. No time to get rid of that football. I'm pretty sure that's a incomplete pass there. So the Monarchs are going to have to punt once again. However, this time the clock is not rolling as they do such. So, not the greatest scenario for the Monarchs. Oh, and it's blocked. The punt's blocked. And it's live. It's still live. And Washington Patriots are going to get it at the 5-yard line. Wow. What a game changer there. Wow. That is a huge block. So now here we go. Washington at the 6-yard line. It's going to be a give up the middle. He's not going to get much. That's Fauble again. Monarchs only lead by 5, so a touchdown here puts Washington up. John Marshall needs to stay careful. And the give is down the middle again, and that's going to be a touchdown. Finally, they call Dewatter's number again. And he scores his second touchdown of the evening, and now Washington leads 22-21. Looks like they're probably going to go for 2. They might kick it. No, they're going to go for 2 here. Make it a 3-point ball game. But you got to remember, you don't get this, then it's a 1-point ball game. Oh, and the snap's fumbled, but intercepted. So the 2-pointer's no good. They only lead by 1 point. So that means a field goal can give John Marshall the lead in this scenario. It's all up to the offense now. See an easy touchdown for him. D-Lauder just barrels through untouched practically. Now John Marshall gets ready to return the ball. After not allowing a score all second half, they finally let one in with 3 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock after the blocked punt. A huge play for Washington. This one's a short kick again. Oh no! Washington might have that. It looks as though the Patriots probably got this one. Oh, wow. Wow. They've been trying to get that kick all game long down, and it looks like they finally did. Oh, just can't hold on to it. See the Washington sideline ecstatic. It's going to be a run up the gut. Making men miss. Oh, wow. Carrying men all the way. That's Fauble. First and 10 here for Washington. Wide open gap, far side, close to the first down, might have got it. Looks like it's just going to be 2nd and inches here. Now Washington squarely in the driver's seat of this game. John Marshall only has 1 timeout. They're going to have to make a stand. It's going to be a run up the middle. There's a flag down, but as of right now, it's a first down and more as he gets down to the 1-yard line. That was Fauble again. Let's see what the flag is, though.
Well, we'll flag on the offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
And that's going to be a big call. That's going to be a holding call on 2nd down. That's going to make it around 2nd and 10 or 11. That was almost a catastrophic play for the Monarchs. Went hands off. Has his man twirled down after a gain of a couple. That's Alan Barron on the carry. So now on 3rd down, John Marshall calls their final timeout. Still says John Marshall has 1 more up there, but I'm not sure if they just haven't got to it or. This one's going to be a handoff in the middle. It's going nowhere. That was Fauble again on the carry. But the clock's going to keep running, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And it looks like they may just take this delay of game, bring down the clock to the best of their abilities. And they do. Or they take a timeout, actually, before the delay of game. So this is, needless to say, a pretty big 4th down here. And a play action roll right. And just throws it out of bounds.
Quick pass to out of bounds. Murray right now to be jam ball. 51.2 left in the clock.
So now only 50 seconds left for John Marshall to make something happen. They do have one timeout. It's going to be a screen to DeMario on the right side. DeMario stays in bounds up to around the 42-yard line. And that's a promising first play as it moves the chains. And here we go. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Knapp's going to drop back, look left. Fire middle. Has a man. Complete. And he's still going to the 35, 30, 25 and out of bounds. I believe that's Kane Martin who makes a huge play again. Wow. And that's another chain mover, and that puts the Monarchs in field goal range. With one timeout, I don't know what I'd like to do here. Obviously, passing it could be pretty risky if you're in field goal range, but yep, it's going to be a run, and ooh, that's going to take them backward. That's not what they wanted. And there's an injured Washington player, so that means that they're going to get charged a timeout. And John Marshall gets to keep theirs. Unless John Marshall did take their timeout. Yeah, I didn't think they did. I don't know. I'm hearing injury timeout, but on the board I'm seeing 0 timeouts for the Monarchs. Going to have to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike the ball as soon as possible. If they and that one's intercepted. And that's going to be the ball game. And touchdown. Washington holds on and gets a pick 6 to finish this one off. With the Monarchs in field goal range, they make the risky decision to pass it. They made the decision, and that's what happens sometimes when you decide to pass it from that distance. Yeah, just a real bummer. You see, just misplaced the ball. Probably shouldn't have thrown that ball anyway. I probably should just threw that one to the dirt. And that one, putting a little bit of salt in the wound. So it's going to stay a touchdown.
Sportsmanlike on their coach for Washington.
Washington's going to get an unsportsmanlike on the kickoff. But that doesn't really matter much now. Monarchs would need some sort of miracle to win this one. Seven-point ball game. They're going to go for 2 to put it completely out of reach. And there's the bow on top. 30-21, 9-point ball game. And that's about all she wrote for the John Marshall Monarchs tonight. After scoring 3 unanswered touchdowns in the third quarter, JM went cold in the fourth and wasn't able to get it done. And this will mark the 4th loss for the John Marshall Monarchs in 4 weeks. Very disappointing ending. So because of the penalty, they're kicking back pretty far. So a chance for John Marshall to maybe dress up the score a little bit here, but
First and 10 for JM. They'll be going to play from the 45 of Washington.
well, John Marshall, 1st and 10. Got to feel bad for all the players and coaches and fans down there tonight. Past 3 weeks, 4 weeks, they've been trying to mount their first W of the season, and they just can't get it done. And tonight was no exception. They just weren't able to get it done tonight. And this one's going to be a fullback run, and that's going to be what ends the game here tonight. Now teams meeting at midfield to show gratitude as always towards each other. Hard-fought battle. Your final score from Monarch Stadium tonight is Washington 30, John Marshall 21. The Monarchs will be on the road the next 3 weekends as they travel to Parkersburg South next Friday, Vincent, Ohio on Saturday, September 30th, and Kaiser on Friday, October 6th. Our crew will take a break as well and return when the Monarchs do for the 2023 homecoming game versus Brooke Friday, October 13th. We'll see you then, but for now, from everyone here at WJMH Media, thanks for watching and have a great night.